Subscribe to the Metatron channel.
Wow.
Let's have a look. See what we've got. What have we got? Okay, that guy definitely put pineapple on pizza. 100% that's what happened. Now we're gonna rewatch that, but think of it this way. Think, this is me, and this guy put pineapple on pizza. Hey, pick up the shield, Wow. Holy moly, the graphics. Woo. Man. That's a Redditor. This looks amazing. Metatron, stop posting. I'm gonna make a subreddit. That's what you get, you muppet. Whoa, man, the combat. This is incredible. I love the armor. I mean, look at the armor. This is clearly from the Wallace Museum, by the way, the bassinet, the pig-faced bassinet, the hound scowl. But I love it. This looks incredible, jokes aside. It looks incredible. I gotta get it. Is this out? Is this out? Skull cap. Man, I'm impressed. I cleaned the blade. He cleaned the blade. I mean, probably needed a piece of cloth, but still. Would it be a bastard sword? Probably, yeah, actually, yes. I would say so. Because you can put two hands, but not enough space to actually do it like you would for a long sword, but it's definitely longer. Yeah, it's a bastard sword. Man, perfect for Redditors.
Stop warming your balls and get over here! Hey, are you listening to me?
Sure.
Random cockney.
You're hearing me. You ain't listening.
Leave off, Granger.
Look at him, or I'll make you.
Boy, calm down.
Excuse me, you got a little water? Random cockney, just a wild cockney appearing in the midst of the zombie Redditors. You're what? Can you imagine that? You look on the side, you get a Redditor on the other side. Yeah.
Alright, I'm looking.
Alright.
What did I say then?
Yeah, what did I say?
For the paint.
That's it. That painted armour. Bloody savages, didn't I say?
Yeah, you said it, Granger.
I'm waiting for a you governor.
Get off him.
Diamond
You
geezer.
think he's got blight? Sometimes it's harder to spot, yeah? Gets in your veins first.
What game?
Clogs up your brain.
What game? The Blight. It's called The Blight. Survival. Let's say Blight Survival. No, it's not Blight. It's Blight. It's the Blight. All this digging is killing me back. And they're called work noble bastards.
Brain.
It looks amazing though.
He's dead. Poor bastard Reeks. Probably dead for days. You're new to this. It only gets worse after they're dead.
I need this.
Sorry for him.
Kettle hat. Kettle hat.
Sorry. Keep looking.
A blimey! A blimey! I love this. Are we sure we are the good guy, by the way? Because A moment ago we were killing zombies, but now we just swapped to killing cockneys. What is it? What happened? This is incredible. I need to buy it. Oh, I see. They still have to release it. I see. Looking forward to it. The only thing, so far it's phenomenal, but I'm gonna nitpick specifically because the potential is incredible. The armor looks great. The bow, you can see that the bow has a little wrapping here to make the handle. These were not a thing in the Middle Ages, and it makes it look like a Victorian target shooting bow now. To be a medieval longbow, which I imagine this is going to be, it would be nice if you could see the difference in splitting color between dark brown and light brown, but also you shouldn't have this. That's the only thing, because so far everything is so accurate that this is kind of an eyesore. Sorry, no, that's an eyesore. That's the eyesore. Man, I love this. Alright, let's go. Zombies and cockneys. Let's go. And look at the fire effect. Yeah, I can tell you which D&D book I read. It was like the 70s edition, Nicholas, that I was basing it on. But I honestly made it so long ago now that I don't remember what other sources. I'll see if I can find them. But otherwise, it's fine. Whatever response you want to make, I think I'm pretty sure you'll be fair regardless. It looks great though. This game is incredible. The kettle hat helmet was very popular in England. That one. Wow, the castle. Incredible. Incredible. Oh, I actually watched the whole thing and I didn't even notice. I loved it. So when it comes to the helmet, by the way, yeah, no, this looks incredible. I'll have to contact them and see if they can send me like something a little earlier so we can test it together. We can play it. But I do want to say, I have a kettle hat among my helmets, but my version is actually a bit later as a design. But it's still a kettle hat, and it's actually a very comfortable. I would definitely, I wouldn't choose to wear this in a battle, but I would own one if I was a medieval knight, which was actually quite common. So what you do, this is actually a 15th century Northern Italian version. So as you can see, it's still a kettle hat, but it looks less like an iron hat and more like what's going to become a sallet. So the original version of a sallet, it's basically this with a slit cut here. So rather than wearing it like this, you would actually wear it down and get a little extra protection. And then this will become a visor, and then you have the sallet. So this is, yeah, Italian 15th century kettle hat. I still prefer this, of course, but yeah. It kind of looks like, yeah. I mean, Italian and German helmets, they're different, of course, but when it comes to kettle hats and sallets, they were both used in Italy and in Germany. The Italian versions will always be more rounded and harmonious, whereas the German versions will be pointy and elongated. So you can actually see there is a difference between the white Italian armor and the Southern Gothic, or even then Maximilian eventually. At risk of being hit in the face. Of course, yeah, it's an open face helmet. As I say, I would own it. Usually medieval knights would use that if you want some protection, like you are in the camp. You don't think that the enemy is necessarily near, but there might still be a little threat, right? So imagine that there is there is a crossbowman or there is an enemy archer, you still want to have some protection because you are in the military encampment, but you don't need to wear the whole thing because you're not going to charge. If you're doing a full-on medieval cavalry charge, then yeah, this is the helmet, or one of, like, this would be the superior helmet, clearly. But when we look at the sources, we do see medieval knights fighting during a battle, and they're wearing full plate and a kettle hat. Usually that would be done, in my understanding, if you're doing scouting or light cavalry action at that point. So you're actually, that sort of situation rather than a full-on cavalry charge. So yeah, a medieval knight, they were rich, particularly the people that were actually knighted. And so it's normal that they had multiple setups, and you could choose depending on what you want to wear and what situation, like a skirmish, whereas maybe you're actually going to fight a full-on enemy battalion. So depending on the situation, you might want to wear different components to your armor and different setups. Believe it or not, even the frogmouth is present as a choice during cavalry charges in battle. And people often say, and I used to say this, but I was wrong, back in the day, frogmouth being only a helmet used during jousting, but that's actually not true. It was a predominant choice for joust, and some are specialized for jousting, like the one that I have. But in general, we do see in iconography early frogmouths used during cavalry charges. I think it's for those nobles that just did not want to risk, or wanted to reduce the risk. So, it's even the one I have is heavy. This is a monster of a helmet. And it's really basically like Dark Souls Sentinel, if you will. It's, it's pretty heavy. But it's excellent protection, even superior to the armet that I've got there. Personally, though, if it were me, I would wear the armet because I like the idea that I can open the visor. Personally prefer it, but yeah. I still love the frogmouth. I think the reason why I like the frogmouth, whether it be in games or in reality, is because it's the most dehumanizing. The armet is close form, so it kind of looks like your head. The frogmouth instead makes you look like your eyes are in the wrong position. It's not. It's an illusion, but it dehumanizes. And I think it might have some psychological effects on your opponent as well, on your enemy. Anyways, I loved... Let me reopen chat a little bit, since we are kind of hitting almost the end of this. Still not yet, but I'm going to reopen chat for everyone. 1 second. Appreciate that. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. The uncanny valley, that is exactly what I was talking about. It's precisely what we're talking about.